sa atin kasi, like, pag sinabing China, akatakot. Sobrang friendly nila. Sa totoo lang. Friendly, pakisama, lahat. Mai-offer nila sa'yo.
Real Travels.
Value for money.
Food trip.
Accommodation na sulit.
Real Travels.
Because adventures are the best way to learn.
Hey guys, welcome to Real Travels, a travel and adventure show powered by FEBC in collaboration with Shutterlight Digital. My name is Shaira de la Peña, your travel buddy and host for this segment. And guys, last week's episode, talagang nakapag-interview tayo ng mga Latin Americans here in Shanghai, China. But for this episode, we will interview yung ating mga kababayan na, syempre. So ito, nakahanap po tayo ng OFW here in Shanghai, China. And nakakatuwa makakita ng mga kababayan dito sa China, especially for a country na hindi naman ganun kasing sikat ng Dubai or Hong Kong for OFWs. So for this episode, we will get to know her and learn more about her working experience dito sa Shanghai, China. Pero before we get into it, may share lang ako sa inyong facts, guys, about the Filipino community in Shanghai. Kasi, alam nyo ba, madaming Pinoy din pala ang nagle-live and work in Shanghai. Kasi super na-curious ako, ilan ba talaga yung mga Filipinos na nag-work sa Shanghai compared to Filipinos working in Dubai na sobrang dami nila doon. Pero when I went to Shanghai, China kasi guys, hindi siya masyadong common yung experience na makakita ka ng parang, alam mo yun, makakita ka ng kababayan or pagpupunta ka sa grocery, restaurant, ganyan, makakita ka ng Pinoy. And kapag nakita ka ng kababayan, sobrang rare na parang, uy, wow, finally may nakita akong kababayan, ganon. Hindi kasi siya parang yung na-experience ko sa Dubai na parang kahit saan ka talaga pumunta, maski sa Jollibee sa Dubai or like McDo, sa grocery sa Dubai, or kahit naglalakad ka lang sa park or beach sa Dubai, sobrang dami. As in, sobrang daming Pinoy. Whether nag-work na Pinoy or makikita mo lang na nakatira sila doon sa area na yun. So, nakakapanibago din coming from Dubai and then China na sa China, very rare moment ka. So, sinearch ko kasi super na-curious ako, ilan ba talaga yung population ng mga Pinoy na nag-work sa Shanghai. So, yung na-search ko na figure is there are about 12,254 Filipinos living in mainland China. So, sa buong China siya. Based on Philippine government records. So, siya, mas smaller number talaga yung yung statistics compared to Filipino population sa UAE, US, Canada, sa Middle East generally. So, sa buong China yun 12,000 plus Filipinos living in China. How many yung population ng kabuuan ng China? Diba? Halos billion. So, super, super small lang pala ng community ng Pinoy living in China. Kasi 1,000 lang tayo, tapos sila, billion. Pero in Shanghai alone daw, around 4,264 Filipinos based ulit on Philippine government records. So, 4K plus Filipinos are estimated to live and work there. So, ayun, paka-intimate ng Filipino community in Shanghai. Very close-knit community sila actually. And then, another thing pala, na-curious din kasi ako, ano yung mga typical work nila doon. Kasi when I went to Dubai, ang na-experience ko doon, mostly yung mga kababayan natin doon, yung work nila is halo. So, there are both labor workers, na mga blue-collar workers, and may mga white-collar professionals din in the professional industry. So, meron nga din doon mga business owners nga din sa Dubai. Doon naman sa Hong Kong, when I went there, I think it's really a famous country. It's really a famous destination for OFWs to work there as DH. Kasi yung mga domestic helpers doon, malaki din talaga yung kinikita nila. So, malaki yung opportunity for domestic helpers to work in Hong Kong. And some Filipinos din in Hong Kong, they of course work professional jobs. Pero mostly, yun yung population sa Hong Kong, mga DH, which is really nice. Ang dami din naming nakausap ng mga DH sa Hong Kong, napakababait nila. Tsaka they're really doing good. They're really doing well. Talaga nakapagpatapos sila ng mga anak nila. Yun nga, parang meron akong curiosity to see yung the types of OFWs that we have whenever I go to a new country. Kasi ang galing lang din makita. It's really part of our tradition and culture, yung OFW concept. And that's why I'm really curious about it. Kasi nakaka-proud lang talaga, 'di ba? Sinong hindi mapaproud of OFWs, Filipinos with their talent, with their hard work and grit and perseverance, 'di ba? They're able to put themselves out there, away from their comfort zones to really, build a better future for their families. So, yun lang guys. O, 'di ba? Parang napachika na rin ako. Pero ito, going back, the typical OFW profession sa Shanghai is number 1, base sa search ko, is service and hospitality workers. Pero so far, may nakita ko isa ata o dalawa sa mga nakainan namin, sa mga napuntahan namin ng mga restaurants. So, madaming Filipinos in Shanghai and across China, they work in that type of industry. So, service and hospitality. Sa restaurant, sa hotel, sa mga cafe. So, especially dun pala sa mga positions like waiting staff, customer service, food and beverage role. So, mga F&B na people really here in Shanghai. Second naman, domestic helpers and housekeeping. So, I think meron ako nakilalang isa din. Para siyang tutor. Actually, tutor yung tawag nila doon eh. Parang kung sa Hong Kong, DH talaga yung tawag. Doon, parang ang dating kasi sa kanila sa Shanghai is your work is parang DH. So, you do the housekeeping for the home ng amo mo, but at the same time, you're also more of like an English tutor or a math tutor ng preschool, kinder, grade school, ganon. So, doon ko pala nalaman na, pwede palang, parang hybrid din sila, na, yun nga, tutor nila mostly din yung mga anak, aside from housekeeping. So, pati yung mga anak, after they clean the home, ganyan, they have a set time to really tutor yung anak talaga. So, I think kaya din medyo competitive yung offers for DH housekeeping roles here in Shanghai, China. Kasi nga because of that factor. Number 3 is professional and technical staff. So, if meron kang specialized na skill, yung mga Pinoy dito, they're often employed as technical staff. So, ito na yung mga manager, supervisor, yung mga technical employees in different industries in the corporate world dito sa Shanghai. So, okay din pala talaga. Meron din pala tayong mga professional and technical people here working in Shanghai. And then 4 and 5, ayan, creative and skilled professions. So, engineers, designers, architect, graphic designers, and other creative professionals among the Filipino community in Shanghai. So, yun, ang galing. At least we still have yung mga creative professionals talaga sa Shanghai, which is really needed, no? Included na doon yung digital marketing, of course. So, ang galing guys. At least now we know na kahit paano we have Filipinos thriving in Shanghai and in China, yung 12K na yon. So, that's just the data na na-search ko. What more yung, diba? What more yung actual na data? Probably a little bit more. And makikilala na natin yung ating kababayan na na-meet dito sa Shanghai, China. And of course, meron pa tayong onting side food trip afterwards.
So, hi guys! Andito tayo ngayon sa Boteco Brazilian Bar and Food. So, Boteco is a Brazilian restaurant dito sa heart ng Shanghai, China. Kasama po natin ngayon si Ate Con, ang ating kababayan dito sa Shanghai, China. At napakasaya makakita ng ating mga kababayan dito sa China. Tapos sa Brazilian pa na spot, no? So, gusto lang namin makamusta po kayo, Ate Con, kung kamusta din dito sa pag-work sa China, and if you can share kung gano'n na po kayo katagal dito, and kamusta po ang China so far po for you as a kababayan nating nag-work po dito sa Shanghai?
Hello, ako si Con. 8 years na ako dito sa Shanghai. And so far, so good. Shanghai is the best, one of the best place sa work, sa opportunity. Parang hindi ka niya bibigyan masyado ng komplikasyon sa buhay mo. Yun.
Talaga? Paano hindi ka bibigyan ng komplikasyon? Kumbaga convenient ang Shanghai?
Yes, convenient. Like, ewan ko, sa atin kasi is sanay tayo na siguro, okay naman yung high standard. Dito, okay naman, standard, high standard. Pero, dito kasi, more on skills sila. Yun, so, basta, lahat ng mahalos may isip mong opportunity, nandito.
At pwede.
Yes, opportunity, safety, convenient, lahat.
Ito ang isa sa pinaka-curious ako malaman. Ano ang top 3 na favorite things mo about Shanghai? Top 3 na nagustuhan mo about Shanghai?
First, safety.
Oo.
Safety.
Safety to.
Maglakad ka sa labas ng madaling araw. Hindi mo kailangang mag-worry. Lasing ka, matulog ka dyan. Wala kang ipoproblema. Babae ka, wala kang ipoproblemahin. Second, eto, sa opportunity, halimbawa, gusto mo i-enhance yung skills mo. Dito mo mapapractice and maano yun na
level up ka.
yes, dito talaga. Hindi ka baka hindi ako matanggap, baka hindi ako pwede. Ganon.
Very generous ang China sa opportunities to
Yes.
work.
Yes.
Opo. Pangatlo po.
Pangatlo, party? Food, and paano sila makisama, maraming minsan, alam mo yun, na parang, China, ganito, ganyan.
Ano sa tingin nyo? Ayan. Okay, tama actually yung sinabi mo kasi ito yung third question ko. Ito yung susunod kong question. Ano po sa tingin nyo, Ate Con, ang mga common na naiisip ng Pinoy about sa China na pag pumunta sila dito, mali pala. Iba pala yung China sa iniisip ng mga ibang tao na hindi taga-China.
Sa atin kasi, like, pag sinabing China, nakakatakot, medyo arrogante, alam mo yon na parang madumi, maano sila, like, mga maling, kaisipan. Like, kailangan nating baguhin kasi, sa totoo lang, madami silang i-offer sa atin.
Saka mabait sila.
Sobrang friendly nila, sa totoo lang. Friendly, pakisama, lahat, ma-i-offer nila sa'yo.
That's nice. Last na po, Ate. If meron kang masasabi sa ating mga kababayan, shout out or anything po.
Shout out sa Pilipinas. 5 years na ako hindi umuwi.
May plano po ba kayong umuwi?
Yes, soon.
Magpe-pray po natin yan in Jesus' name. Okay, maraming salamat po, Ate Con. Isa kang tunay na bayani. Pagpatuloy nyo po itaguyod ang ating bansang Pilipinas dito sa China.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you po. Thank you po, Ate. Alright guys, so since we're here naman sa Boteco, the Brazilian restaurant, syempre, itatry din natin yung mga Brazilian food here. So kanina Mexican, right now Brazilian. We have 2 dishes. This is called the pastel. The pastel is a thin crust envelope fried pie with assorted fillings. Napakasarap. Para siyang peach mango pie. Parang ganun yung pegs. Pero pie siya with different fillings. And then this one is called pão de queijo. Pão de queijo. Ayan. That is what you call the cheese bread. So it's a hot, chewy, cheesy, delicious bread. Baked cheese bread na truly addictive. Ayan. Super, super nice talaga. And ayan, super nakakatuwa talaga guys. Kasi, ayan they have the pastel and pão de queijo. And then of course, they have the, what you call the salsa. Ayan, may salsa sila. Ayan, napakasarap. Let's try first the pastel. Yung cheese ball guys, ang sarap naman ng bread ng Brazil. Grabe. Wow, super sarap. Ang sarap nito for appetizer. For an appetizer na dish. Super, super yummy. Let's try the pão de queijo. Medyo mainit, so kagatin na natin siya. Baked cheese bread siya. Try natin sa salsa. Ayan. Ang sarap naman, bread pa lang panalo na. Lahat 20 out of 10. Napaka exceeded my expectations talaga. Ang sarap guys. So yun guys, if you want to try Brazilian food, ayan, nandito tayo sa Boteco Brazilian Restaurant dito sa Shanghai, China. So get a taste of Europe and Western foods dito lang sa Shanghai, China. Super, super nice. Try nyo guys. And that's it for this episode, guys. Napakaganda ng China. Western and Asian mixed together. Super, super nice combination. So yun guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Dami natin na namang natutunan, especially hear about China, yung culture pala, at yung totoong culture actually dito sa Shanghai. And again guys, adventures are really the best way to learn. Kaya guys, abangan natin yung episode natin for the next few weeks. It will still be all about China and our Shanghai travels. Again, this is Shaira De La Peña, your travel buddy and host here in Real Travels, and I'll see you next week. Bye!